Hello, readers of Every Word, and welcome to Every Word 365. I'm your host, Christina Madsen, and today we're reading Nehemiah 1 through 2, a new book. Welcome to Nehemiah. It's all about building the wall to keep them safe. So I'm including a link from Got Questions all about this book that we're now in. And I love this part from that first link. Each of us ought to have genuine compassion for others who have spiritual or physical hurts. To feel compassion yet do nothing to help is unfounded biblically. At times, we may have to give up our own comfort in order to minister properly to others. We must totally believe in a cause before we will give our time or money to it with the right heart. When we allow God to minister through us, unbelievers will know it is God's work. Boy, that's really good and powerful. And just again, imagine if all of us Christ followers did that, putting our own needs behind and really compassionately helping others. I'm including another link about rebuilding those walls in Jerusalem and the importance of it at the time. And I couldn't help but smile when I opened my Bible this morning because I had previously written a smiley face, a star, and the words, "My Dad," by today's daily walk. And here's why. It reminded me of one of my favorite memories of my dad. He was a very kind, gentle, and loving man, also very patient and positive. He used to say that the only time we notice light bulbs is when we turn on the light and they don't work. He challenged us to take note every time we turned on the lights and the light bulb did work. All about changing your expectation. Just think about our bodies. We get very upset when our bodies or the bodies of our loved ones don't run properly. But did you ever think about how much has to happen correctly for everything in our functioning systems to work smoothly together every second of every minute of every hour of every day? Imagine if we prayed a prayer of thanksgiving every time we felt good instead of praying for healing every time we didn't. Not saying we shouldn't pray for healing, just saying gratefulness could go a long way, and changing our expectations and how we pray could really make a difference. Can you imagine if we, every time we walked into a room and turned on the light, we said, "Oh, the light worked again today." Or every time you wake up and say, "Wow, I'm here and functioning and well today." I think it might make all of us just a little bit more grateful. So that is my encouragement for you today. I also enjoyed this verse. "When I heard this, I sat down and wept. In fact, for days I mourned, fasted, and prayed to the God of heaven." That is Nehemiah 1:4. It doesn't say that he acted tough and didn't cry or hid his crying. He wept and mourned for days. When devastation hits, there's no shame in breaking down. We've all been there, am I right? As long as we do the third thing listed, pray. I do think this might be harder for men. For those of you that are in this group that are males, there seems to be this expectation of toughness, so I'm going to hide it. And let me tell you, hiding emotions, pushing them down, ignoring them, and not working through them is so detrimental to your health, spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, all of the above. So please take advice from Nehemiah and go ahead and cry. Tomorrow is Nehemiah 3 through 4. Then you finally get another break. Happy reading.